The go home edition of SmackDown to Money in the Bank this Sunday took place from its new home at the Performance Center, and the show was very average. I thought it was boring. I liked how it started. I thought it started off really hot with a good match, then I thought it flamed out and it wasn't any good. You start off with Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, and you have Mandy Rose in the back. She kisses Otis, so I guess they are a couple. They haven't explained it. I thought, are they just friends or are they a couple? Like, they are a couple. Somewhere else backstage, Sonya Deville is teasing, is with Dolph Ziggler, and she's hyped up. They're teasing sexual, the tension between them, but, Sonya's a lesbian. So, Mandy comes out. She has her leg wrapped up from the attack last week. Sonya Deville comes out second. Mandy hits her with a flying knee to start. She backs Deville into the corner, beats her down. Sonya attacks into her leg to gain control. Mandy recovers and rocks her with forearms. Then she regains control, and then she gets Mandy Rose in the body scissors. And it's like an hour. She has her, and she taunts her. It's like she's going to do something. She's going to kiss Mandy. That's all I was thinking. It felt very, lesbian. It felt like that because it seemed like, Sonya has Mandy where she wants her. She's going to make her move because they've always teased it, but they never went that direction. She ripped Mandy's eyelashes out, but this is supposed to be crazy Sonya, so I don't know. Maybe it's like a Mickey James Stratus. That's what I was thinking, but maybe not. She rips her eyelashes. Mandy finally fights back. She gets a series of clotheslines. She hits her with a knee. She sends her to the floor. Then she slams Deville face first into the down table. She throws her into the steps, and then she launches her on the down desk. She wants revenge. She's screaming at her. And then she goes for another flying knee, but Sonya Deville gets a roll up on Mandy Rose. She grabs the tights. She pins Mandy Rose 1, 2, 3. Sonya Deville defeats Mandy. Gets a big surprise here. Bit of a win because they always thought they'd push Mandy over Sonya. But the way they're building up, it makes sense for Sonya to win the first feud. Seems like they'll have a long feud. I really wish they would have done that, girl angle, that lesbian angle. They didn't decide not to go that direction. I would have liked them to go that direction. They did not. The feud will continue, but Sonya Deville gets the first one, and that was the end of that segment. Forgotten Sons went team up with The Miz and John Morrison against New Day and Lucha House Party. So this is just a preview for Sunday. This felt, they had like 2 long time matches, just felt like previews. This meant nothing. I didn't care. I wanted it to be over quick. It went on forever, just killing time. Forgotten Sons get the win. They hit the inverted DDT with the foot sub on Big E, and they win with Miz and Morrison, and then they don't celebrate with them. They stare them down, so it sets it up. Kayla Braxton interviews Baron Corbin backstage. It was awful. Corbin's just awful. I love Kayla. She looks great, but Corbin's just, ugh. He says he wants to throw Rey Mysterio off the top of the building. Someone's going to get thrown off. I don't know who it's going to be, but someone's going to get thrown off the building. There's rumors that it's going to happen. Jeff Hardy returns. Renee Young's in the ring. We don't see Renee much there, but she's in a ring ready to interview Jeff Hardy, and Jeff comes out and he does his pose in front of an empty arena, which was fun. This is the first time I think he's been in an empty arena. They show Sheamus watching in the back, and then in the ring Hardy says he can still hear people chant his name, and he eventually calls out Sheamus. Sheamus comes out. Sheamus mocks him, says no one cares about him anymore. He know the people don't care about him anymore. He said it twice. He pointed out that Hardy made several comebacks but failed each time. And then Hardy says Sheamus should look at himself. They have a fight. Hardy hits this twist of fate, and he hits a swanton bomb, takes out Sheamus. He poses on the turnbuckle, so Hardy gets the better of him. I don't know if they'll have a match at Money in the Bank. They could, but Hardy gets the better of Sheamus. Next, we go to a face-to-face confrontation with Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt. Strowman says he's not playing any mind games. He demands Bray comes out. Bray is Bray Wyatt. He's not the Fiend. He's just, the Bray, the Firefly Funhouse Bray, the Mr. Rogers character. That's the Bray we get. They teased the Wyatt family stuff, but, 2 of them are gone. Harper's was released and Rowan was released. Harper wanted to, Rowan didn't, but they can't really mention that because it remains the other 2 who were fired. Strowman says Wyatt knows nothing about him. Wyatt laughed and tried to give him a black sheep mask, and all of a sudden the Firefly Funhouse puppets beg him to come home. Strowman notes that he's home. He promises to beat him on Sunday. He does the goodbye, and Wyatt apologized and noted he tried after Strowman's walking up the ramp, and they set up the match. So I've been saying this, I think I almost know the ending of what's going to happen. Braun's going to have a match with Bray. Braun's going to pin Bray with a running power slam. This is regular Mr. Rogers Bray. Braun wins, and all of a sudden lights go out. The Fiend comes, and the Fiend puts the mandible claw on Braun, and that sets up the match probably at the next pay-per-view with Braun and the Fiend. Maybe the Fiend beats Braun that show, but Braun's going to beat Bray. In the back, Dana Bryan and Drew Gulak approach Otis for a match. They want him to team up with them. They have Hulk Hogan and Jimmy Hart announced that WrestleMania 3 it airs on FS1 on Tuesday night. I'm going to watch it. I want to watch WrestleMania 3 on FS1. I love WrestleMania 3. What a classic WrestleMania. Even though WrestleMania is over, I thought they should air a Money in the Bank or something more relevant. But since Mania's been over for over a month, but I love WrestleMania 3. I can't say no to that. They recap Sasha Banks and Bayley brawling with Tamina and Lacey Evans last week. On commentary, Michael Cole teased problems between Bayley and Sasha. Bayley and Banks argue who's going to start the match. When they first came up together, Bayley and Sasha are out. They do Rock Shampoo and eventual Rock Paper Scissors, whatever you call it. Eventually, Lacey and Tamina come out, and Lacey and Sasha are basically taken out halfway in the match, and it's Bayley and Tamina in the whole ring for the whole match. Bayley and Tamina fight while Sasha and Lacey are on the outside. I'm saying to myself, this is the second time. This is the second long tag match where they basically teased the match, and they're giving us a preview. Maybe it's the wrestlers going over the match so they can have a better match on the pay-per-view, but it's taped anyway, so it's hard to have a bad tape match because you can just edit so much out and just make it seem like a good match, and they can just redo spots, so there's no excuse for having a botched tape show. Tamina and Bayley fight over the top rope. Tamina goes for her fodder splash. Sasha gets in the ring. Sasha gets thrown down. She misses it. Then Bayley hits Bayley to belly in the elbow drop, but Tamina kicks out. Wow. Lacey Evans and Sasha get in the ring. Lacey hits Sasha with the woman's right, takes out Sasha. Sasha's out of the match. Bayley throws Lacey outside. Tamina hits Bayley with a super kick, hits a Samoan drop. Tamina pins Bayley, sets up Tamina and Bayley at Money in the Bank. Tamina gets the win. It's Sasha always loses, isn't that crazy? But I don't care about Bayley and Sasha in their feud. Tamina's not winning the belt. I hope not. That'd be awful. But maybe they just give it to Bayley. I mean, Sonya Deville would be a good choice. Maybe she should get the title. That'd be a good way I'd go with. I think that'd be a good choice. Corey Graves gives us a tour of the WWE headquarters. We see the lounge. We see the office rooms, the computer rooms. We don't see Vince's office at the T-Rex, but I've seen it before. The cafeteria, the lounges, and of course, upstairs where we see the setup, which is the ring on top of the building, on the roof. Kayla Braxton interviews Carmella and Dana Brooke. Kayla looks good, and Carmella and Dana talk about they want to win. Dana Brooke has huge tits. Have you ever noticed that? Yeah, it's hard not to notice, but she has big tits. They tease winning. They're not going to win. Dana Brooke wouldn't be a horrible choice. Why not give something to her? I wouldn't mind seeing her win, but I don't think it's going to be. I think someone from Raw, because they gave it away already. Becky's going to be on Raw to confront the Women's Money in the Bank winner. So someone from SmackDown is probably not going to win. It would be horrible storyline stupidity, and especially because they can't say, well, it'll be a surprise. Everything's taped. I don't think they would have done something like that if someone from Raw's not winning. So I do not see Carmella or Dana Brooke winning. Carmella won't win. Dana could win, but I don't see it. And the third one, who's the third one on SmackDown? Lacey, I don't see her winning. So it'll probably be Nia Jax, unfortunately. It could be Asuka, could be Shayna, but I think Nia is sadly the favorite. I picked her on predictions anyway. Main event, you have King Corbin, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Cesaro taking on Daniel Bryan, Drew Gulak, and their mystery partner, who is, well, everyone knew it was going to be Otis once we saw him. Otis, 6-man tag, main event. So Otis gets a tag early. He runs wild on the other three. I'm not going to mention him. Who cares? It was an okay matchup here. It went on for a while. It was another long main event. It just feels like they had these 3 really long tag matches. It just felt like this was a filler show. They're going to hype up Money in the Bank. It's 2 days away, and they were just doing matches to preview the show. It didn't really feel... these shows really drag now. It's hard watching a show with just no building. It's getting to a point where the lockdown's probably closer to the end than the beginning. God, I hope so. So hopefully we get fans soon. And that's all you think. So what happens in this main event is... What happens was Corbin's left alone. Nakamura and Cesaro sent Otis into the ring post. Bryan hit Cesaro with the knee. Then Nakamura nailed with Dan Martin with the kick to the knee. Baron Corbin hits the end of days on Drew Gulak, so damn it, Corbin gets the win. After the match, they fight in the stands, Bryan, Otis, Nakamura, and Cesaro, and then it leaves Gulak, who jumps off the barricade onto all 4 guys. They fight to the back. Corbin's left alone. He climbs ladder, but Bryan cut him up. Corbin recovered, threw Bryan into the ladder. Otis jumped in the ring and took out Corbin. Otis tries to grab it, but the rugs break and he can't climbs up. It was kind of funny and kind of embarrassing for him. Corbin recovers and attacks Otis. Bryan fights back. He climbed the ladder, but Corbin tips it over and Daniel Bryan lands on ropes. Baron Corbin climbs the ladder, grabs the green briefcase. I guess the green's for the men, the white is for the women. It used to always be red and blue. Now it's green, men, white, women. Corbin wins Money in the Bank, and he doesn't win the match, but he takes the briefcase, so he teases winning. He's probably not going to win. I hope not. It usually means you're not winning, so Corbin gets to shine, unfortunately, and that's how SmackDown ended. I picked AJ to win. I hope AJ wins. I don't think Bryan's going to win. I do not think Corbin. I hope not. I don't think Otis. Picked AJ. We'll see what happens this Sunday, Money in the Bank. So that was it. Not a great show. Not much happened. It was not an exciting show. Could have had more entertainment. There wasn't too much good tonight. It was just kind of a setup show for the pay-per-view this Sunday. But we'll see what happens, and hopefully we got a good show this Sunday.